In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows, look, we are all consumers, users of the SIM cards, and there are several companies in the world as well as in Pakistan as well. There are plenty of the cell phone users, not only in the world but rather here in Pakistan as well. It has become quite a lot of necessity. Now, regardless of what network you are using, you will be knowing that the every SIM card company, they are always, almost all the time, they are advertising and their messages are popping up on our phone that your company has offered this thing, your company. It can only happen, mean the SIM card we are using can only send us the messages, and we people are found receiving those messages. It seems that they want to give an impression like they have brought something important for us in each of the message, like there is something really important in each of the message, and they have brought a very important, very useful, very beneficial package for us. So we need to rely more and more upon this network and not that on the other networks. So this is what they are trying to do, and it seems to us that what they are doing is unnecessary, what they are doing is useless, what they are doing is absurd maybe in the eyes of certain people, but I am of the view that it is not unnecessary in their eyes at all. Were it something unnecessary or useless or an absurd in their opinion, they wouldn't have been spending money upon it. Obviously, there are people working here in this field, marketing, and they have employed the people who are working, and there will be certain other expenses as well. Although some of the companies and like one network maybe has offered something very good, and due to that they have got a very good number of customers and subscribers in a very short span of time. We don't need to go into the details of the smartphone companies businesses and the policies, not at all, but simply once we have discussed it, now it will become relatively easy for us to proceed and to discuss the what we are going to discuss in a better way. Now look upon the other companies like shoes companies and certain other brands and companies, and they people are also seen advertising. They are spending lots and lots of money on advertising. And is it, by the way, the advertising of these brands and shoes in the cell phone networks only? Maybe they are working, they are genuinely working something as well. Maybe whatever they are working, maybe they are trying to advertise more than 20 times than that. But at least they are working on that side as well, how to make their company more and more competitive one, how to make their company, their services more and more competitive one, so that they could be able to win more and more number of customers and clients and their service users. Dear friends, what if at all there is something which we can learn out of it? Definitely there is something important in it. Definitely there is something important in it. What is this important thing in it really? Do you know? Dear friends, look, I think whatever sort of business we are doing, whatever sort of services we are trying to sell, whatever sort of business we are doing, and whatever sort of services we are trying to sell, dear friends, I think that we need to constantly work upon it. We need to constantly work upon it. We need to improve it on a constant basis on the one hand, and we need to tell it to our customers and our clients at the same time, making them aware of the changes and the improvements you have brought in your services, in your products, so that they could be motivated, they could be persuaded to buy your services and to buy your products, whatever you are trying to sell. I don't mean that we need to spend a big chunk of money upon this. Obviously, we cannot afford that. But one thing is there which we must understand. One thing is there which we must understand, and that one thing is, unless and until we are trying to improve the product we are trying to sell, unless and until we are trying to improve the terms and conditions of the business, unless and until we are trying to improve the services we are trying to sell, let me tell you with enough amount of confidence that we are not going to survive in the market at all. We are not going to survive in the market at all, because things are getting more and more tough. The things are getting more and more competitive. There are people, there are our competitors who are working silently upon it. There are workers who are working silently upon it. They don't show, they don't, but they are working. And what is going to happen ultimately? That they are working in almost each and every department of their business, each and every aspect of the business, like their product on the one hand, their presentation on the one hand, the advertisement, are letting their customers know what good are they offering as compared to the rest of their competitors. So all they're working on each side of their they are working on each side of their you know your product, and that is why they will be able to maintain, to sustain their business on the one hand, and on the other hand they will be able to get it better and better at the same time. My dear friend, that is all which is essential and which is necessary for the each one of us, and unless and until we are doing it, we are paying proper attention to it, unless and until we are taking it very seriously, let me tell you that we are not going to survive well in the market at all. We are not going to survive well in the market at all. Not only that we need to survive in the market, rather we need to progress, we need to develop, we need to move forward, we need to do better, and we need to produce better and better and even better results. All of that will be possible, only because if at all we are working on a constant basis. We are working on a constant basis to make ourselves more and more and more better, to improve ourselves, every aspect of our business. And this is the sole way. Let me assure you that there is no other way at all. There is no other way at all. It is as simple as this one. If at all we are ready to listen to it, if at all we are ready to accept it, if at all we are ready to implement it, then only inshallah we will be able to do better. Otherwise, we are doomed, because the things are better, getting better and better in every sense. Thank you.